Hello everyone, this is Eric out in Stockton, California. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you haven't already done so, would you please consider subscribing, hitting the like button, and turn on your notifications for future videos and uploads that I'm going to be posting. To this channel, I post a lot of motorcycles, cars, trucks, boats, slingshots, Can-Ams. I have a variety of things that we'll be working on. It's just fun. It's a hobby for me. I like doing it. So anyway, for you, those of you that have been following my channel and have seen my slingshot, this is my 2018 Polaris Slingshot S model, which is a base model, but we've made tremendous modifications to this bike. I'm not going to go back over all of this. I'm going to try to keep this video kind of short, but as informative as possible. Today, like I said, for those of you who've been following, I know I've been saying that I'm going to put on the top for my Polaris Slingshot, because as you know, it's a bright sunny California day and it feels pretty good right now, but summer is coming and it's going to get very harsh, and which makes this thing just about totally unusable in the summertime, unless you ride early morning or late at night. So anyway, what I purchased was the Bullet Speed V-back canvas top. This is through Bullet Speed, company out of Florida, but I actually purchased it through slingmods.com, a California-based company, slingmods.com. I've used these guys pretty much exclusively, along with Slingshot Only, another company out of Florida. But anyway, without any further ado, this is what we're doing today. We're going to get that top put on today. I do have my cameraman here today with me, my son Isaiah. So thanks, son. Appreciate you coming out and helping me out with this video. This is a two-person job, and we will be pausing the video along the way, just to cut the video and try to make it as short as possible, but as informative as possible. So without further ado, and that there is the Bullet Speed aluminum top. The colors that I went with here, you could have this top made in any factory Polaris Slingshot color. Bullet Speed will actually powder coat it, and they do an excellent job of powder coating the top. You can have it made in any factory color that you can get a slingshot in. And you can also, the fabric portion, that can be custom coordinated. You pick what you want. They actually have an online build coordinator that you can sit there on your computer, on your tablet, smartphone, whatever, and configure out how you want your particular top to look. It will actually show your slingshot in your color with the top that you pick. So with that being said, we're going to pause for a minute, and what we're going to do after this quick break, we're going to have to remove these two mirrors here. We're going to wind up adding brackets. I've assembled one bracket here, just kind of pre-assembled, just to make it a little easier for you to view. And here's the hardware here for that. And there's a backing plate that goes here also. So anyway, with that being said, we're going to pause at this moment to unloosen everything and remove the mirrors. Basic enough, you get the idea. So what you're going to use here to remove the mirrors, you have a T8 hex screw. And my son, he's going to come back over here. So we have a T8 hex handle. And what you're going to do here, you have two holes. Yeah, literally, I've already pre-unloosened these, so they would be a lot tighter. You have a 13mm deep socket. A 13mm deep socket, which is going to be required because you have a bolt here in the mirror. Again, like I said, I've already removed, pre-unloosened this because they were in there pretty snug. Probably with some Loctite or something from the factory. And literally unscrew it. We're going to remove the mirror and there's a backing plate and the 2 screws that are going to hold this on. Okay, we're going to pause at this moment to take this off. We'll pick back up once these are off on both sides. Action. Okay guys, and just like that, we have both mirrors off. It's pretty simple. Like I said, we had the T8 hex head shaft to remove these here, the mirror, and the 13mm deep socket to pull off the mirror bolt. And here's the actual mirror bracket that we removed from the Slingshot. This is factory. This is what you're going to remove. Okay, as per the instructions, it's calling for you to open the hood now. So let's just do that. And then maybe you can walk around and just take me a couple pictures of. Okay guys, what you see here is a standard GM 2.4 liter General Motors engine, 5-speed transmission. This is used in Chevy Sonic, I believe it's the Chevy Sonic or the Chevy Cruze. 173 horsepower, and I think it's about a 188 foot-pound of torque. I might be wrong on that last number, but anyway, that's not what this video is about. This video is about the top. Okay guys, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to tell you what we're going to do now. In those particular locations that you see where we just took the brackets off, I'm going to show you the equipment that's included with the kit. So now that we have the hood open, we're going to take this particular bracket. You have a thinner one and this one here. They should mate up like this here. If you make note, one has an indentation for the bolts to go flush, and that's what you want to do. You're going to take this bracket, put it in that hoop. You're going to take this other bracket, go the same way, like that there. And of the bolts that come with the kit, you're going to have some hex head bolts, good hardware. And as you note from the back, you only have 2 holes on this back bracket. So you're just gonna put this in, just get it hand tightened a little. You just wanna make sure it's there. So I'm gonna give that a couple of good turns. And I'm still using the T8. Correction, I am using the T6 to just snug this up a little, because I don't want it to fall down and damage my paint. Okay, snug. We're gonna put the other bolt in. We're gonna do one side like this just to save time, so you can get the basic idea. As you see here, here's the front mounting piece here. You have 4, well actually you have 2 5 holes, 6 holes, I'm sorry, my hand was covering it. But you're not going to use all those holes. As you see, you only have 4 here. I really don't know the reason for those additional holes to be sitting there, because they don't go all the way through. But we're going to roll with what we got. Same thing. Okay. Pause. Okay. All right, let's go. Okay guys, again, as we've already got the front mounting plate and the backing plate on, we're going to take this part here. It's bullet speed written on it. Nicely engraved. This is powder coated. It should last a long time. Okay, now how do you know your direction? As you see, you have a V pointed this way here. When you're putting this on correctly, you should notice you have a notched area here. You should be going in the same direction. And what you're going to do, you're going to go through and start one of the holes. Okay guys, at this point now, what we're going to do, we're taking a T6 handle, shaft handle, hex head shaft handle. And we're just gonna have to work these in this way here. This is gonna take a couple minutes, so I'm gonna pause this right now. Okay guys, as you can see, this is how the bracketry actually goes for the bullet speed top. For the sake of time, we went ahead and put the passenger side bracket on. It goes on the exact same way. And as you can see, the orientation, as I was saying, like the point goes to each other. That's how you know you have the correct orientation. Because you can't put this bracket on backwards. But if you put it like this here, that is the correct way to put it. So at this point now, we're getting pretty close to being ready to drop this top on. I know it seems we only did a couple things. It's pretty simple to do. And at this point, we're gonna pause and we're gonna do exactly that. We'll come back with the top sitting there because I don't have a third person, and we'll go take you through the rest of the process. We'll pause at this moment. Okay, everybody, this is Eric. We had to make a little cut to the video, so hopefully this edit cut comes in pretty nicely. But anyway, in the first segment, we prepared the bullet speed top, the brackets, all the brackets and everything. And the last thing I said we're going to do, we're going to pause for a moment, and we're going to place the top on. But for the sake of time, what we did, we went ahead and just all of these bracketry and everything here has powder coat. And the powder coat builds up in the so you actually have to work at it. It was kind of time consuming to get the powder coat out so you can get the bolt to go through. And there were a couple bolts that were kind of challenging because the powder coat kind of drew it off. But anything that's powder coated over metal, that's the way it works. So anyway, I'm going to back out. We do have the top completely installed now. So I'm going to let my son walk around and show you what we did. As you see there, we have the two bolts that originally held the mirror plate. The original mirror plate was removed and is no longer used. It is replaced by the bullet speed top bracketry. Those two bolts that you just saw, they were tightened with an 8mm hex screw, hex shaft. So the really only tools that you really needed: 8mm hex shaft, 6mm hex shaft, and a 13mm deep socket with a ratchet. And if you have a speed ratchet, it makes your life quite a bit easier to kind of break through with the powder coat over the metal. Because that, like I said, that was a little challenge. Actually, that was the most difficult thing, just getting the bolts through the powder coat. But as you see, this is an aluminum part. This is not plastic. Like if you bought the Polaris Slingshot, I think it's whatever the top, the stock Polaris Slingshot top is. It's made out of plastic. It has the butterfly doors or Lamborghini doors or whatever, but it's completely plastic. I know that Slingshot's made to be outside in the weather, but how many hot summers do you expect for that plastic to hold up before that plastic breaks, before those little plastic hinges that hold your doors break? That's about a $3,000 top. I don't see it being worth it. So, it's about a $3,000 top, and as for me being a bigger guy, it's a little harder. It's not a little harder. It's quite a bit harder to get into that stock Polaris Slingshot with that particular top. And also, the plastic offers no safety at all. This is not built or sold as a safety device by Bullet Speed, so I'm not endorsing it or saying it is a safety device. But for your own, my personal, would you rather have plastic or would you have metal? If this thing was to turn over, what would you trust your life to? Plastic or the metal? So for me, again, that's a TIG welded aluminum, powder coated. This is in a sunburst red. That is the color. And you can get this in a multitude of colors. At the top, multitude of colors, stripes, carbon fiber stripe, different color carbon fiber. I just chose this red fabric. Again, you can build this top in the configurator and see it on your bike at slingmods.com. So go to slingmods.com, and when you pull up Bullet Speed Top, you will see the part, and it will allow you to go in and kind of play with it and build your own slingshot with color combinations, only to your specification. You do it right, you get only one. So anyway, I'm going to pause now. Okay guys, this is Eric again. As if I ever left. But anyway, the last step that we're going to have to do here is reinstall the factory mirrors. We will not be using the factory brackets. As you see, the top actually comes with its bracket. And so with that being said, using the same factory bolt. And I'm using a 13mm deep socket. It's just one bolt. Just screw this on. This is a long threaded shaft. So for the sake of time, guys, I'm going to go ahead and pause up and get this put on, get it straight, and I will come back and give you the final product. Okay guys, this is the final product. Everything has been bolted on, cinched down, torqued pretty much the specification that we're supposed to be at. This is the Bullet Speed V neck top. The V, if you look in the back, gives it a little V configuration. This is Bullet Speed. Very easy to assemble, very easy to install. I would say the most challenging thing was just getting the bolts through the powder coat, because if you want to make the bolt wander out a little bit, and when you need it to go straight, you have to keep backing it out. So make sure you don't force your bolts and strip your bolts. Take your time, or if you got like a hole shape, I think that's particularly what it's called. You know, so you can go through and like just kind of take the powder coat out of the holes, and that would cut your holes really nice and flush, so you can just put your stick your bolts through there. So anyway guys, again, this was the Bullet Speed V top. I bought this at slingmods.com, but this company, Bullet Speed, is out of Florida. The purchase price at the time when I purchased this was $13.99, not including shipping, and from Florida to California, that's where I live. I think it was about $350 to have it shipped here. So about $1,700 to $1,800. Might sound like a lot to you, but not for me for what you're getting. Again, it's $1,700 to $1,800. I custom designed it. What you see here, this is not off the shelf. I picked these colors. I picked this stripe. I picked this fabric. I was able to do all of that for $1,800. Because the alternative, there's quite a few more top manufacturers out there that are making tops for the Slingshot. But again, a lot of them are plastic. If you look at the factory Polaris Slingshot, again, I'm not knocking it. Yeah, if that's what you bought, if you bought like the R model, which comes with that top, that's great. It's going to keep the sun off of it. I'm just liking the aspect of it. Longevity. This is metal. That's plastic. You know, while the warranty is good, you know, that thing's not going to break. But say if someone was planning on keeping this thing 10, 15 years, 10, 12, whatever, how long is that plastic going to stay together, you know, sitting outside, you know, in the elements with the weather changing, summer heat and stuff. Summer heat, winter cold. But anyway, and mainly for the rollover protection, you got plastic, this is metal. So anyway, that's why I went with this particular top. So guys, again, I hope this video was pretty informative. Try to bring you the most up-to-date content. We have a lot more to come with the Slingshot. I have a lot more pieces to put on, but you know, I would try to add some more stuff today for you. But it's a beautiful day. My son and I, we're going riding, so this is going to be it for now. I will try to put a video on from Sling Mods that actually shows you their exact instructions on how to put this video on. Again, I am not affiliated with slingmods.com. I purchased a lot of stuff through slingmods.com. I'm a big fan of those guys. They have the best parts, very reasonable prices for Slingshot. There's nothing cheap. It's not cheap. It's not a cheap hobby. It's not a cheap toy. You know, when you call these guys, they are very professional. They're knowledgeable. They know their stuff. So you can call them and ask them, and there's always somebody that's going to help you. So I'm gonna, you know, so I'm putting this plug out for these guys only because they ship very, very quickly and they're knowledgeable. And I like people who know. I don't want to know more about what I'm trying to purchase than the guy who's trying to sell it to me. So that never happens with these guys. So mad props to slingmods.com. Again, I thank my son Isaiah for being here today, helping me with my video. And I'm going to try to get this video uploaded as soon as possible. And please, if you like the content that you see in this video today, consider subscribing, liking, and hit the notification bell for future and upcoming videos. Again, there's much more to come, not just slingshot content. The sky's the limit. Okay guys, take care. This is Eric in Stockton. God bless, take care, and we'll see you later. Pause.